It's me, and it's a nice summer day over here. All right. This is gonna be a relatively short video because I have to pick my daughter up in 30 minutes from now. Okay, I have to leave the house, so I'm gonna try to chug down my cotton candy, sugar-free rock star over here, 300, while I do this. Okay, get everything out there. And then be done in 30 minutes with y'all. All right. Most of this is just going over the final essay, this is the first assignment you're doing because last semester some people seem to have just kind of gotten it confused and kind of did it wrong. So I'm just going to kind of walk y'all through it. All right. So today starts. Kind of, week 6. You should have today turned in your essay, week 5 essay. All right, turn that in. Today is Thursday. I'm going to start grading those probably tomorrow, all right, and provide you some feedback. And it's like we're already on to the last essay. People, seriously, we have like 2 weeks. That's really about it, all right? This is today right here, all right? It's the end of week 5, all right? And then we got the 29th. And then your final essays due on the 14th, okay? Or the 13th, I'm sorry. So look, this is today. So then we have next week, another week, and then boom. So you're literally 2 full weeks in a couple of days. The class is over. We are pumping through this sucker. It's crazy. I can't believe how fast we are going. All right, so that's why even though today essay 2 is due, now we're gonna go straight into talking about essay 3. Okay, it's crazy. Next week on the 29th, I'm gonna provide a longer video of a film analysis because. In order to kind of better give you an idea of what is expected of you, all right? Week 6 is drama, but it's drama/film as well, okay? You're going to learn about drama, about theater stuff, and scripts and all that. And what you're going to apply, what you learn about drama, you're going to apply to film, okay? Because your final essay... Let's go back to lessons. Your final essay is actually a film analysis. So normally in these full long semester course, your final essay is a novel. You have week 1, I go over the final essay and tell everybody that you have 4 months, 5 months to read a novel, and you're going to apply everything we've learned in this class to analyzing your novel, and you write this paper on the novel, okay? This course is not that long. This course was like 7 weeks. So, that's to me for this type of class, school, you all are not English majors. This is a 1100 course, all right? 6 weeks is not enough time for me to assign you a novel to read, okay? I'll just admit that. If you were English major, it was a 3,000 level course at a university, then I would say, yeah, okay. You have 6 weeks to read a novel and write this paper, all right? But for this class, no. So instead, we're going to do a film. So week 7, essay 3 guidelines. All right, you are going to do a literary research essay, okay, which is just a long analytical essay, and you are going to choose a film that is generally held in high regard. All right, not a dinky, stupid film. All right, not a crappy independent film like Sharknado, okay? Let's get like a pretty well-respected film like The Departed, okay? You're going to watch it. You're going to watch it, and you are going to analyze it, and you are going to discuss it. And you are not going to summarize it, but you are going to theorize. Not summarize, but theorize about it, okay? You're going to analyze the deeper messages that's going on, the deeper themes, what it has to say, that sort of thing, all right? And I'm going to give you an example of this on Tuesday of next week when I go over Moana. I'm going to do a deep analysis of Moana. Your film doesn't have to be rated R. It can be a Disney film, as long as your analysis is not obvious and it is deep. Okay, you're still going to have you're going to have sources that you're going to apply to it. Once again, these sources, like I had discussed before. Let's see if I still have those notes up. I don't think I do because I didn't. Oh, here, look at this. You are still going to apply research to this final paper. It can either be supportive research, which, as I went over last week, research that directly supports your analysis because the author shares your perspective, or your research can be topical research, research that indirectly supports your analysis by applying the research to your topic. Okay? And if you're still having trouble with those, you can always email me and ask me a question about that kind of stuff. All right? So you're going to today, all right, you are going to read through, let's go back, okay. You're going to read through All the World's Stage, okay. You're going to read through Literary Analysis Essay, okay. And then to kind of understand about drama. Now look, the thing about drama in film is that it's meant to be seen. It's meant, you know, I really don't support people just sitting around reading a script of a play, because the script is always void of inflection, is usually void of direction, narration. So you don't always understand what the characters are really saying, if they're being sarcastic, if they're being angry, if they're being flirtatious, whatever it is that they have in their moods. You don't know those things, okay? So you have to kind of figure it out and hope that you're right. And, you know, playwrights didn't write plays to be read. They wrote plays to be seen, just like films. You're supposed to see it because everything can be a symbol. What people wear can be symbolism. The way that the set is set up, props, all these things represent. It's meant to be seen and heard, not read. So you're going to do an activity today, or whenever you do this assignment, with this certain scene from the Crucible. Crucible, I usually pick the Crucible because generally, if you are entering college from high school, then like right away, without taking some time off, actually, even if you took in like the last 10 years off, 15, 20 years, it's generally a play that everyone reads in 11th grade, okay? If you're returning to college after graduating 10 years ago, you might not remember the Crucible, okay? But more likely, if you were educated in Georgia, then you probably read the Crucible, okay? So I usually use the Crucible for that purposes, all right? If you are not familiar with the Crucible, you can kind of look up the synopsis for the most part if you want to. So what you're going to do is this. I provided a very specific scene for you, okay? You are going to, the scene is right here, the Crucible scene PDF. You're going to download this, all right? Essentially, the situation is that the Crucible takes place during the 1600s, during the Puritan era of American history. The Puritans were a very religious group. They believed the devil was very real and he would come out and get you, okay? They look like the Amish people, so if you understand the Amish, then you can imagine the Puritans, all right? And this story about, but because they were so controlling and misogynistic, these girls used to go out into, they would sneak out, go in the woods, and they would dance, and they would have some fun, because in their society, dancing was illegal, laughing was not illegal, but children were supposed to not be heard or seen, and women were not given any respect, really, so often ignored. So these girls would go out in the woods, and they would have fun, all right, that sort of thing. And then one night, the pastor of the church, who was like their mayor, pretty much, heard his daughters going out there. He followed them, and he jumped out and scared all of them, and they all ran away. And his daughter his youngest daughter, she kind of, because she was 9 and she was so scared, she plays dead. She plays possum. All right. And so they have her in a bed. But everybody in the town believes that maybe this is actually witchcraft. Maybe the poor minister's daughter is bewitched, or she's under a spell. Okay. And so we have this scene here with Abigail. Abigail is related to the sick girl, all right? And there are some nasty rumors about Abigail and an older man named Proctor, which we are seeing right here in this scene, okay? And this is the entrance of Proctor into a room that has Abigail with her little cousin who is sick right now, who is supposedly bewitched. And so Proctor and Abigail are talking, okay? And Abigail used to work for Proctor as a nanny for his wife and his children until there were some allegations and suspicions by his wife that they were having an affair with each other. And so the wife, Elizabeth, fires Abigail. So this is one of the first time that Abigail and Proctor are in the same room with each other. Okay. All right. So I know that was a lot of information to take in. Okay. So I want you to read the script. And if you are confused after reading the script, fine. Write about that. Okay. You are going to read the attached scene from the Crucible. If you don't know what the story is about, you can do some background reading of it if you'd like. Do not watch the attached scene yet. Okay, this is a link to the same scene. All right, it's on YouTube. Don't watch it. Just read it and then write a paragraph answering the following questions over the script. What is the scene about? How do the characters feel towards each other? What is the tones of the scene? How did you feel reading the scene? Now look, I'm not looking for correct answers. I'm looking for honest answers. If you read this scene and you have no idea what it's about, cool. Like, I have no idea what it's about, okay? If you read the scene and you think that they're being serious, you think this or that, whatever it is that you think, don't look for answers on the internet. Read it and just tell me honestly what you think about, all right? How did you feel reading the scene? Because this is a script and it's supposed to be very bare of information. So if you feel confused or whatever, discuss that, all right? When you're done reading it and you go ahead and write your paragraph. Like, write it before you watch it, okay? Write it first. Just write it. When you're done writing this paragraph, then watch the Crucible, okay? Watch this clip right here, this YouTube clip. This is literally me holding my phone in front of my computer while the DVD is in, okay? It's janky. It's yeah, but whatever. You'll still be able to watch it. And watch the differences. See what you've learned more about it, all right, by watching it, all right? I swear that there are people who last year, when I had this assignment, I think they read it and they didn't have any idea what was going on. So, and they felt that I was going to be grading them on accuracy. Like they accurately had to tell me what the scene was about. And they had to tell me how the characters really felt about each other based on reading it. But, and so they did all this research and they found all these answers and they were trying to give me correct answers. I'm not looking for correct answers. I'm looking for the first time you read a script on this scene, what did you think? Were you confused? Did you not know what was going on? You didn't know whatever, blah, 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 blah. Okay? There are no wrong answers. Okay? As long as you're thorough. Then, watch it. Click on this and watch it. And after you watch it, now I write about what is this scene about? How do the characters feel towards each other? What is the tone or tones of this scene? How did you feel watching this scene? All right? Same questions. Don't read it, then watch it, and then write both your paragraphs. Read it, write whatever you can figure out, watch it, then write about what you think now, okay? And then part 3, having read the scene from the play and watching the acted performance of this scene, answer the following questions in the form of a third paragraph. How did your understanding of this scene change by watching it? How did your understanding of the characters change by watching it? what is the value of having actors portray written characters? All right. So there should be 3 paragraphs. Okay, they should be paragraphs, so they shouldn't just be 1 or 2 sentences. They should be, and you can write first person. That's fine. Write first person. But this is almost like a mini essay. You just don't have an introduction or a conclusion. All right. But I should see thoughtful responses. And I should feel like you did not go do research. You did not try to find the answer someplace. You just wrote about what you understood. And if you didn't understand it, write about how you didn't understand it. And that's totally fine. All right. I'm not grading you on quote unquote correct answers. I'm grading you on quality answers. Okay? All right. And make sure your response is in Mla formatting. All right. So it should look like this. Should be 3 of these right here. All right. You still do Mla formatting always. All right. If you're not sure if you're doing it right, you can always send me a paragraph and I can review it quickly. Look over it and give you thumbs up, thumbs down. All right. So you are reading it and then writing. Then you're watching it and then writing. And then thinking about those 2 together and writing. If you don't have time right now to read it and then write about it, then don't do it yet. You want to write about it right after you read it. Okay? All right. So do that. Submit it. Let's see here. Grade Center. Let's just see. Needs grading. All right. Ooh, look at all those essays. I got 11 essays. Uh-oh. There's 13 people in this class. There are 2 essays missing. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. You better get those in. Better get those in before I start grading, or you're going to get a 0. I think the caffeine's kicking in. All right. So we're doing that. And look. This is the last classwork assignment. Analyzing film, the Crucible. Okay? Analyzing film, the Crucible. I'm going to go over, once you submit this assignment, like I said, this 629 is going to be a long lecture. I'm going to go over the Crucible scene once you've written about it. I'm going to go over it and talk about the things that I hope maybe you saw. All right. And then I'm going to pull up Moana on Disney Plus, and I'm going to do a film analysis. We're not going to watch the whole thing. If you were in my high school class, we would. But I'm going to point out some parts. Or I might put it in a PowerPoint. That might be better. And we might just skip to some important scenes to watch. But I'm going to do a film analysis of Moana, which will pretty much imitate what you're going to be doing on your essay. Okay? And then your homework is to find a film. After you complete the Crucible analysis, your homework is find a film, watch it, take notes. Don't watch it empty-handed. You should take notes. You need to be writing stuff down. You need to be pausing it, finding information, minutes, exactly specific scenes. All right, write down some dialogue, find the script online, and all that kind of stuff. All right. So do the Crucible assignment, and then giddy up on finding a film. All right. Before I go back to the camera, let me put my hat back on. Oh, I'm sure my hair is just awful. There we are. Okay. So email me if you have any questions about anything. Okay. All right. I hope this recorded this time. I'll see y'all later.